start?
It's on.
Okay. Well, so today we've decided to go to a restaurant from Ottawa that serves vegan food. Like, I don't think that we need to say the place because it's really about the experience, right? What we're doing here is we're comparing what they do with what we're planning to do with the witch's ticket. So, I don't have the flute, so it looks a little lousy presentation. But the server told us that this was more of a brownie cake, and it's homemade, and it's vegan. So, looking at this, it looks like the standard birthday cake. So I guess I would expect fluffiness, taste, and no dryness. So we'll see. Okay. Cake is a little dry. Frosting is good, but there's a grainy texture to the cake. When you go for a standard chocolate cake, what you're looking for is fluffiness, and of course flavor, texture that has this like freshly cut birthday cake, like that's the freshest. But at every single bite, because a birthday cake, you cut it, and the last person that gets the cake, it already starts to get dry because they get dry so fast. And then it's like, if you're the last person being served, it's pretty clear it's not your birthday, right? But yeah, interesting. There's a compote, pretty standard. It's just strawberry, and the sweetness is a little low, so it really tastes like apple compote. So what we have at the Witch's Thicket is a cake where we have fluffy cakes, but we also have heartier cakes, but everything is custom made for depthness of flavor. This texture would not pass the Jacques test, I'm sorry.
And what exactly is the Jacques test?
Well, if I make the face that I made when I had my first bite, and I'll try to make it again, but it's an art.
Not quite.
This is a very dry cake. Like, it feels as if I should, like, I don't drink alcohol, but it feels as if I should just pour some rum on top of it to try to revigorate it. It's no.
It's a little dead.
Yeah, it's a little dead. This is not what's gonna be served at the Witch's Ticket.
So what do they serve at the Witch's Ticket?
Well,
and what is the Jacques taste test?
Well, the Jacques taste test is really what a good bloke, from
where you from?
A blue collar family that comes from northern Quebec would enjoy. We like hearty, we like comfort, and I think a lot of people can relate to that, but that's not it.
And what is the Jacques taste test again?
Well, it's just I put it in my mouth, and then I see if I made a good face.
So how does this relate to the business, the Witch's Ticket?
Well, it's all my fault. I kickstarted the project because, my girlfriend was vegan, and I just wanted to have some comfort. So, boyfriends, they have to do what they have to do. So I have this face. I'll try to make it.
That's pretty accurate.
And then,
almost.
And then it makes my girlfriend's heart flutter, and then she's working really hard to get me like what I need. which is not necessarily something I can say in words sometimes, but the face is pretty accurate. It's like the Devil Wears Prada meet the North, basically.
The North, as in Game of Thrones, the North?
Yes,
Winter's coming?
winter, vegan, vegan are coming.
So are you saying that like did you inspire the menu?
Some would say that. Some would say that I made my girlfriend suffer because, it's like, oh, it's really good, but what about this flavor? Or could we add a layer? What about this? What about that? Until it's like, oh yeah, it's bang on. So that would be like, that's a prototype, eh? And then that would be.
So you're like the muse of the store.
Well, it depends on how you see it. Some people could see me as the nag, but yeah, I would say that.
So what specifically is your role with the Witch's Thicket?
I'm the unicorn. Um,
You sure are a unicorn.
No, right now I'm the investor. I'm also support my girlfriend as far as drawing ideas, drawing out menu, mixing flavors and all that stuff. She's a very talented lady. I just happen to have a couple of oddball ideas about stuff, and the banter makes the menu have a rotation, which is something else that the restaurants here don't have. Costs is also a problem, I find, for vegan food. We just came out of a date night, and it costed $85. We didn't have any alcohol. It's not that bad, but you're paying for the server, you're paying for a premium location, you're paying for many things. If you have a coffee shop type of presentation, of course it's a bit, the service experience is not there, but it's more of a gathering place, and we want things to be a little bit more affordable. We don't know about pricing yet 100%, but definitely two people should not be able to have, let's say, one pre meal, then the main course, and have a piece of dessert, just the two of us with one drink, and come out with $85. We would try to do better than that, that's for sure.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah.
So as far as the menu of the Witch's Thicket, what are we to expect? Like what kind of mode are we going for, like in your own words?
Well, I'm not a rabbit, and people think that vegans, they eat salad. It makes them really happy. Oh, look, a nice piece of kale.
Like the kale we had tonight?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But I was raised in a family that had potato almost every day. We had meat twice a day. There was dessert at every meal. So hearty. Something that has a lot of comfort to it. Flavor has to be just the right balance between tasty and soothing at the same time. We have a bit of versatility, but we're not a restaurant per se. We have a restaurant setting, but it's served in in a coffee shop setting. So we're gonna have a couple of hot meals available. We're gonna have some sandwiches that will be available. There might be
A rotational menu.
a rotational menu, seasonal. So you come a few months later, there's gonna be new stuff on the menu. Fun is important, while it's trying interesting ideas together, just to make something interesting.
Cool. So what else is going to be happening at the Witch's Thicket?
Well, I'm gonna be there.
How exciting.
Yeah. But
Come pet the unicorn.
the Witch's Ticket is also a metaphysical shop. So we're trying to gather people that are not seeing themselves in the metaphysical store. One of the things that made us want to do that place was that we were going to the chapters to get a coffee so that we could browse through books. It was like a Saturday afternoon activity when we had nothing to do. But metaphysical stores don't have that, and you may be allowed to bring a coffee, but it's not the norm. So we felt that if we could have a place that holds stuff that is a little less Disney-like, a little more Game of Thrones.
That's pretty visual.
As far
Winter's
as
coming.
Winter is coming. But yeah, hoodoo, voodoo, herbals. There's gonna be a bit of crystal, but there's a lot of places that specialize in crystal over there. So it's more gonna be work crystal. We want people to walk out of our store with the idea that they have at the start of a plan. If you come to the store and you say, well, I feel bad and I want to feel better. Do you have something under $150? Like, that's not really what we're looking for. We're looking at, okay, what's the issue here? What are you into? Do you like the Celtic? Do you like African? Is there something that you associate with? And then you start from there, and you build them up. And sometimes we may have to turn people around. Like, for example, somebody comes and says, I want $150 worth of specialized crystals. Well, we definitely can look it up, but we may also refer people back to other, because really what we want to do is for people to feel better and be empowered to use the metaphysical to improve their lives.
That's excellent. So do you have anything else that you would like to add as far as the store is concerned? Like, are you a healer?
Yes.
Is there going to be healing offered in the store?
Are you telling me my answers, madam? Yeah, we are looking into having different areas. There's going to be a eating area. Then there's going to be also a relaxation area that's probably going to end up playing different roles. We're looking at separation to have, let's say, some more private sessions. But everything is in the works, right? We're trying to figure out what the best we can do with the place that we have. We have a bigger surface, let's say, than the average metaphysical store, but vegans are hungry. They come to you and they have these tiny cheeks and they just feed me, and then you just say,
Speaking of feed me, how easy is it to find vegan food in the Ottawa area when you want to go out?
Well, going out is always an hassle, which is one of the reasons why we're opening a store, because vegans are underrepresented. We aim to make vegan food that is accessible to meat eaters because we want them to feel as fulfilled. For example, pizza. Vegan pizza or vegan pizza is really awesome. I usually roll over when from the table because I'm just I can't stop eating it. That's how good it is. But no milk products. But there are options available, but somebody has got to be in the know. There's shopping in odd places all across town. But as far as ordering, for example, vegan food, you have, let's say, one option on the menu usually. There are a lot of good places that makes good food, but it's always a hassle if they don't have meat on the plate. It's like they lose their creativity juices when it comes to making a plate that doesn't have any meat. So one of the things that we're really excited for is for Skip the Dishes and other delivery services So once we have started the soft launch of the witch's ticket, and that we are in a position to serve quality food in a satisfying manner to people that come see us, and the staff is trained, then we're gonna open the gates, and then we're gonna make it available, because we have the panini machine, the industrial grade panini machine at that. And we're gonna be able to serve hot food. There's gonna be also food to go, because there's
Like
nothing.
like delivery, skip the
Yes,
dishes,
that's correct.
and frozen meals that you can buy,
Yes.
whole
So
whole pies and cakes.
so you have children. You are a meat eater, but your children are vegan. Oh God, we're gonna have to make salad for the entire weekend, right? Not anymore. We're gonna have staples that can satisfy a meat eater, but they don't have to eat it. But let's say that you have one member of your family that is not a meat eater. Well, you just make your veggie, you just make your starch, and then you can have chicken pot pie. That's vegan. You can have the classic meat pie that people go for usually during the holiday season.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. There's gonna be sweets as well, but there's a lot of stuff that people that are receiving vegans will be able to get in there and just put it in the oven, and boom, you got your main course done. Super easy.
So, what are some of your favorite meals that the Witch's Thicket is serving, and some of your favorite desserts?
Well, pizza is a big deal. Lasagna. Oh yeah, that's really good. Um, Apple fritters. That's really good. Um, there's a cake. It has a name, but I don't have a good memory for those stuff. I give nicknames, and it's called the crack cake. And it's basically a slab of chocolate cake that you just pour over a certain type of fondant icing, and it just halfway sinks into the sponge of the cake, and it's just like you know when you start eating, but you don't know when you will stop. And usually you want to stop before you're sick, because gorging on sweet is not a good
Maybe
thing.
we should call it gorging cake.
Yeah, there's gorging cake, crack cake, same difference. Yes.
Is this your favorite?
It's amongst my favorite, but there's so many. Like there is this cake. It's this orange creamsicle cake. That's something that Didi managed to reinvent. It's got like the taste of the creamsicle, and then it's got like this butter icing type of flavor that's on top of it. It's to die for. I could go on and on. It's like I've been a spoiled man. It's darling. I'd like something that has sour cherries and chocolate, but I don't feel like cake. What do you suggest? That's how most of the menus got started. I'm still working on some staples, but it's a secret.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. Do you have anything else that you want to add?
I love my girlfriend.
She loves you right back.